Hey Sherry Vans, Mike Sherry here. Today I've got a 2014 pre-owned Honda Odyssey. This is an EXL trim level, so it's going to have leather. And it's been upfitted with the VMI North Star wheelchair system, which is a lowered center of the floor, power ramp that's in floor, and more. And I'm excited to show this to you today. So I've got it all set up and it's really easy to do, but I did want to show you a couple things and then we'll show you how it works. So it's 30-inch wide ramp, and that ramp goes into the floor. And as you come in here, this is equipped with the easy lock that can be removed if you don't want it, but that's kind of like a fifth wheel that you put on your wheelchair, and that'll lock it in place. So you can, as a wheelchair operator, you can do that yourself. You don't have to have anyone come and tie you down with the Q strands. Now it does have the Q strands if you want to use those instead, and they're all four of them right here. Now this being a VMI mobility van, you notice that this floor has all been lowered, same as up there at the driver and the passenger seat area. Now, again, this being a VMI, that driver's seat or the passenger seat or both are removable, and there is tie downs up here. You can kind of see a little bit of one right there underneath that console. So if you want to come in here, have this chair removed, it's easy to do. It's on wheels. You can see the two wheels right there. It removes really easily, and have your wheelchair right there and drive while you're sitting in your chair. You surely can, or be the passenger while you're sitting in your chair. You surely can. It's all easy to remove. It's got quick disconnect for the power and all that. Now back here in the passenger area, you do have a rear DVD player. There's your remote control up there. A nice screen. You also have access to heat and air conditioning controls right over here above the entry door. Now it does have the shades here in the second row. And in the third row, this is factory seat back here. There's room for three people back here. And you've got plug-ins. You've got two headset plug-ins with volume control, and then an audio video cables, as well as a 115 volt 150 watt power outlet there. So if you want to plug in a game console or something to the rear screen, you sure can. Let's see, leather seats, everything. This van came in really clean. The last customer really took good care of it. All right, so let me get the control out of my pocket here, find out where I put it, and there it is. So on the control, it's just your standard Honda control. You have lock, unlock, power doors, and power liftgate. So when you hit the power door on this side, you just hold it. That'll bring the ramp in. Raise the van. This has power kneel as well. And I'll show you all this again. So the van is going up. And then the ramp will come in. And then the door will shut. And you just have to hit the button one time and it does all that itself. Very simple. So I'm going to get a little bit better angle so we can watch the van and the ramp. So the van go down, the ramp come out. So I'm going to go ahead and hold the button here. Door is going to open. The van is actually dropping right about, let's see here, not quite yet. Okay, the van's dropping right now if you catch it. As the ramp comes out, van's still dropping, van is done dropping. So what that does is allow for a much gentler approach, having that power kneel to get in and out with the ramp. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it again. Ramp's coming in, van's going up, and door will close. Sorry for the wind if there's wind on the mic. Big gust just happened. So really slick. As we come around to the rear, it does have power liftgate. I just did that on the remote control. Also has backup camera, rear wiper as well. These here are just pieces of the driver's seat that don't stay on very well anymore. It does have your two headsets there. Those are wireless. Then passenger side, power door is still going to work over here. Works really slick. And then the front of the van, everything really looks clean up here. Really a nice van. Hondas are known for their longevity, you know. This has got the 3.5 liter V6 in it, which is a nice powertrain. And let's go ahead and come on in here. Push button start, just gotta have the key and the ignition. And let's get the dash settled here. It's got 95,137 miles on it. No check engine light or anything like that. As you can see, everything looks clear. Give you a brief overview, then we'll kind of go over some more specifics. Got your backup. Oh, not your backup, little mirror there, and then sunglass hut. Okay, so let's start here on the steering wheel. Steering wheel, you have volume and tuning controls for the radio, as well as hands-free connectivity. And then you have your cruise control here at your fingertips as well. Over here you have where you can turn on and off the power doors, and the liftgate control, as well as your traction control right there. And then over here you have two special buttons. You have your power kneel, where you can turn that on and off. So if you don't want it to kneel down, maybe you're close to a curb or something like that, you can turn that off. And same with the ramp, you can turn the ramp on and off as well. Power mirrors, power locks, and windows. And then there's two screens here. The top screen will show you your time, and then also it'll show you your trip information. And you can go from one to another just by selecting this knob here. And then the center area here is your heat and air conditioning controls. It does have heated seat, which is nice. And then automatic dual climate controls. You can also control the rear climate from this setting too, if you don't want the person in the back, or maybe there's no one back there to control it. And then here is CD player. It does have AM FM radio, as well as Sirius XM radio, and Bluetooth connectivity. I'll go ahead and put it in reverse, see if we can get backup camera to pop up. Okay, so your backup camera pops up on the top screen, which is nice. And then down through here, it does have rear DVD player here. That's where you put your DVDs in. Kind of a catch-all that flips out there. USB port and 12-volt power port. So yeah, this will deploy the ramp, that VMI button right there. Deploy the whole system, it'll kneel and ramp all just like what I showed you with the remote control. Has programs up here for the garage door. And I did pull up the history report, shows just 3 previous owners. Now, I've noticed when shopping, we buy a lot of pre-owned mobility vehicles, and it seems like a lot of them have been in wrecks and stuff, and some of them even salvaged. So be cautious of that. And one way to check that is just pull up the history report. AutoCheck is one of them, and you can just see from this one's never been in an accident, no title issues or salvage brand or anything like that. So really clean, and I would agree this van really checks out well. So even got a opening skylight in it. So nice vehicle. So if you have any questions, feel free to call one of our representatives. They'll be happy to assist you. And thanks for hanging with me for 8 minutes or so today, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.